Hey folks, I'm joined by Marie Shaw. She's the Director of Counseling Services here at Elon University. Marie, thank you so much for joining me. Of course, it's a very difficult time for some folks. Some people are concerned about the constant changes in the news cycle, the constant changes to our normal lives. How do you recommend people cope with this constant change?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things with all the change going on and all the unexpected is like, how can we create a sense of normalcy and routine? So first, taking it back to the basics. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating? What do you normally do in a day that you can continue to do that are those positive things for your self care? So, like, do you normally exercise? Can you still do that? Maybe if you need to go outside or a different place, if I know some gyms are closing. What are those other things that you do, like practicing mindfulness? Again, as a way to kind of take a pause from probably all the chaos in your mind and all the different changing plans to be able to be present and calm. So really just creating a new sense of normalcy and a new routine, a shifting with a lot of changes going on externally.
And you mentioned chaos, and I think with chaos, it's pretty easy to let the fear start to set
Right.
in. How do you avoid that and avoid spreading that fear?
Yeah. I think one of the most important things will be to really make sure that you're looking at credible news sources. So I know looking at the Elon coronavirus webpage has a lot of very helpful, credible information. And it's also in a way that's very easily organized. So you can really go there and try to just make sure you're looking at credible sources and also really trying to limit. So are you routinely going on every hour to check for something new? That may not be as helpful. So to really try to think like, what do I need? How can I ensure that I'm taking breaks in between, and really limiting that, but also making sure that you have the information that you need to know. And that's going to be a different balance for everyone. Everyone really does handle like the stress of this differently. And so to really think of, what might I be needing? What maybe has worked for me in the past for coping that I should maybe try to instill right now. But again, really trying to limit exposure to what's going to be most helpful for you in the moment.
And while people are away from campus, what sorts of resources can they be tapping into to help them get through this time?
Yeah. So two of the things that I want to highlight that Elon offers is we do have therapy assistance online, so we call it TAO, and that it's an evidence-based behavioral health library that you can access 24/7, regardless of where you're located. So our students are able to log on with their Elon email address. We have modules on anxiety, depression, relationships. We have a big mindfulness library with a lot of different activities. So that's a wonderful resource that they can do really at any point that would be helpful for them. We also do have the crisis counselor on call can be available 24/7 also regardless of location. So if any students are in crisis, they can call to reach the counselor on call by contacting campus dispatch at 336-278 5555 to be connected for any urgent mental health crises.
All right, a lot of important resources to help us all
Yeah.
cope with this situation. Well, Marie, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.